Alright guys, welcome to another stream. Today, as you can see, it's going to be Hyper Street Fighter 2, which is a PlayStation 2 conversion of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which was the final Street Fighter 2 game, actually, back in the 90s on the CPS2 hardware. What's actually kind of funny about this one is it apparently later got an arcade port after this version was made, so technically this was the last arcade Street Fighter 2, but I think it was console first, and then arcade after, so kind of interesting stuff. And what this is it is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but you get other gameplay styles you can pick from previous Street Fighter 2 games. So it's like an amalgamation of all the Street Fighter 2 games running in, I guess, the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo engine or something like that. I don't know how to better explain it. But it's a really cool little pack, and I actually picked up the Japanese version for PlayStation 2 last week, and I spent a couple hours playing it by myself over the weekend, and yeah, I had a good time with it. It's really cool. This actually also got released inside the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, which was released in North America. I'm not sure if that got a Japanese release. I probably should have looked into it before doing this stream, but busy day today. Yeah, so if you're in North America, you can also get this on the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, which is actually a really cheap collection. And that also comes with Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which in and of itself is an excellent Street Fighter game. Definitely recommended. From what I understand, I think this also got a standalone release in Europe. I saw some box art, some European box art, as I was, prepping the thumbnail for this and whatnot. So for you Europeans out there, you should be able to get this at least by itself as well. So, oh man, so guys, welcome to the stream. Yeah, don't mind me, I have not had my caffeine today, yeah, it's a long story, but so I might be dragging here a little bit, but yeah, we got the kitty cam still, as you guys can see there. Peculiar is just kind of hanging out with me right now. In probably about an hour to hour and a half, I'll have to take a quick break to feed her, because that's what we do here. But I also have my second cam, and so I've actually got a Hori RAP for PlayStation 2. And you know what, let me actually adjust something real quick. So let's actually go back to this template. And now I can go back. I just raised the exposure a little bit on the camera. So, yeah, this is an arcade stick for PlayStation 2. It's a very good one. I got mine at a pretty good price about a year ago because it's got its shell that's supposed to be white is turned yellow like Super Nintendo's do. So, but everything else about it is still awesome. The stick and buttons are great. So, yeah, we're gonna be playing with an arcade stick. You'll be able to see my hands moving and whatnot. By the way, this is the game right here. So we're playing the actual Japanese version on a Japanese PlayStation 2. And you know what's funny about this is this by itself actually costs at least 2 or 3 times more than the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. So if you want to play this, just buy the Anniversary Collection. Don't do what I did and buy this. The funny thing about that, though, check this out. The day after, because I was an idiot, I also bought the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, not realizing that Hyper Street Fighter 2 Turbo was actually already in this collection. I could have just bought this collection, but so now I have dupes. I've got both the Anniversary Collection and the Hyper Street Fighter 2 by itself. I like my Japanese games though, so I'm glad I actually have it standalone by itself. So PlayStation 2 and PS1, they're some of the only consoles I still actually buy games for because I don't have them modded or hacked or anything like that. So yeah, I still get original discs for those. But you know, in the case of stuff like Street Fighter Anniversary Collection, I actually wouldn't mind buying this stuff anyway because it's still cheap. Like, I think I paid like $11 for it, complete in box, and that's probably the high end as well. Like, if you found this out in the wild, you might be able to get it even cheaper. So very, very good buy. Definitely recommended. I think my biggest complaint with these is that it doesn't actually have 480p support. I am using component cables right now into an upscaler. but it doesn't have 480p support, so you're running that 640 by 480 interlaced, or 480i. And so with, you know, even though my upscaler does the interlacing, you're going to see all these weird like lines and, you know, in the image. So the image here isn't going to look nearly as good as it does on the CRT, which I was playing on last week. So, but yeah, before I start taking a look at chat here and all that stuff and start playing, let's go ahead and do all the shout-outs. So as usual, I'd like to thank everybody that is, you know, continuing to back my channel on places like Patreon. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. It helps out a lot. I don't have anything up my sleeve just yet for early access videos, but if you do want to get early access videos eventually, consider joining up as a Patreon backer. I should have another Let's Play ready in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I've already got it recorded, actually. It's another fighting game, so it was kind of easy to do, but for those of you guys that do back on Patreon, you will get that early, so watch out for that in the coming weeks. Also, shout-outs to all our Super Chat donors and our channel members. Thanks to Mike J and Digital Diablo that both joined up as channel members. So being a channel member on YouTube is a lot like being a Patreon backer, except that you're doing it through YouTube itself, and you'll get extra stuff like custom emoji you can use on my YouTube channel, which is fun. Also, big shout-outs to T-Bone Saxman, Retro Beaver, Dad1153, Jeff Metal 42, Mark Havener, Will Haynes, Justin Have You, Jonathan Pressman, Tenchi 3, and Tony Hayden, who all did super chats. And some of you guys, like Jeff, even did multiples. You guys really spoiled me on that Mario 3 stream last week. So thank you very much for that, guys. And yeah, it's much appreciated. So, but with that, let's go back to our little setup here, and let's scroll through chat before we start. And FYI, I've never been very good at Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I play it a lot like just classic Street Fighter 2, even though I know there are new combo strings, there are new moves. I've never gotten too deep into this game, but it's one that I'd like to spend more time with. I've primarily played Turbo here on the 3DO, actually, of all consoles. I have Super Street Fighter 2 X, the Japanese version, on 3DO, and I've played that quite a bit, but I've never really had anybody to play this with, and so I would just play arcade mode like I would play arcade mode on classic Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition or whatever. So, so don't expect like top tier play here or anything like that. We're just going to be having a good time playing this, and I mean, if the stream turnout's good, I might even hook up my US PS2 afterwards, and we'll just hook up the Anniversary Collection and play some Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. So maybe we'll see how I feel. I might not actually mind ending the stream early tonight because it is kind of nice out. I can go for a bike ride and then come home. And I started playing Killing Time on both 3DO and PC last week, and I want to finish those playthroughs too. And so I don't know, we'll see how I feel after we do a few runs of this. So but I see Freddy's out there, I see Uber, of course, John Evan Bear, Sadar, welcome back. Aberdeen, Internet Junkie. And you have this on your PS3 and Xbox original. Nice. Yeah, the Anniversary Collection came out on the original Xbox as well. Unfortunately, Hyper Street Fighter 2 by itself wasn't a standalone release on Xbox, but it is in the Anniversary Collection, which is cool. Hey, Justin. Justin has an RAP for Switch. Very nice. The modern RAPs are very, very nice. I actually have two of them. I have an Xbox One version and a PS4 version. The PS4 version I have so I can use it with retro adapters for a bunch of different old consoles like PC Engine and Genesis. Mark, welcome to the stream. And we got a Nikki Nesbitt, welcome. Apparently they watched my Castlevania 4 streams, which is pretty sweet. Thank you for that. Die for Alice, welcome back. Or welcome. You were looking for this channel for the longest time. Now you finally get another notification. Thank God. Yeah. Okay, and we got Sack is out there, or was at least. It looks like that's pretty much it. So yeah, thanks everybody for popping in. Don't mind my room, it's a little messy. I've was building a new computer these last couple of days, and I've got, you don't even want to see the floor. It's like a total mess right now, so. But, alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and jump in. So what's really awesome about this is, you know, it is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Don't get confused. Like, it is Super Turbo in terms of, like, the arcade mode, the progression, the endings, and all that stuff. However, you have a gallery mode, which is really cool. And it actually has the Street Fighter 2 anime on it, so you can actually watch the anime in full apparently, which is pretty sweet. Even the North American version got that, I believe. You got the openings of the previous Street Fighter games. Granted, the openings unfortunately are full motion video versions, so they don't look nearly as good even on a CRT. But you've got you've got sound test, which is awesome, so you can have this music looping endlessly if you want. But one thing that's really awesome about this is because they let you play with different Street Fighter 2 styles, they had to redo, or not really redo, but like take music, make new music for characters that didn't exist in Street Fighter 2. So like Fei Long and T-Hawk and whatnot, they didn't exist in original Street Fighter 2, but you can still fight against them using the original Street Fighter 2 style, or play with them. Well, yeah, fight against them with the original Street Fighter 2 style. So as a result, you actually have music with the classic CPS1 style, for instance, for characters that didn't exist on the CPS1 hardware, and it's really cool. So there's clearly a lot of care and effort put into this package, and so what we're gonna do here is we'll do multiple playthroughs and stuff like that. I'll play as different characters, and I'll go into the options menu and change the type of audio that's played. So we'll default with the remix soundtrack. They call it the arranged soundtrack, but it's the soundtrack that's from the 3DO version of the game. So we'll start with that, and then we'll go back and yeah, we'll put it on CPS1 and then CPS2. CPS2 is the original Super Street Fighter 2 soundtrack. So yeah, and then CPS1 is the hardware that ran the original Street Fighter 2 and Champion Edition. So what I'm going to do here is put game speed down to free select. I'm going to be able to select my... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to put it on Turbo 1. It's the slowest speed. It's how I prefer to play this game. We're going to leave continues on. Difficulty is medium. It actually defaults to very easy, believe it or not. So, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo has some really nasty AI. It's almost like Mortal Kombat arcade-style AI, where apparently it reads your inputs and stuff like that. So we're probably going to get our asses kicked. Especially when we crank it up to medium. I could crank it up higher. Maybe I'll do a hardest run later. Not maybe a run, but I'll attempt hardest just to see what it's like. But yeah, you've got controller settings. You can change every button on your stick or controller, which is nice. Everything is default. The display adjust doesn't really do much. It just moves the screen, up or down, or to the left or right. It's nothing special. So yeah, as you can see, it's pushing it over. You kind of get the idea, but I don't need to do that because I've adjusted it based on its default settings. Yeah, unfortunately, again, there's no progressive scan mode, which is disappointing because the Street Fighter Alpha Anniversary Collection, I don't think it's Anniversary, it's just the Street Fighter Alpha Collection, actually has progressive scan options, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, these are our playstyles. Original Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Dash / Champion Edition, Turbo / Hyper Fighting, regular Super Street Fighter 2, and then Super Street Fighter 2 X, which is Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo in North America. So we're gonna be starting off with Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, because you've got your supers and stuff like that, and you've got all the characters and whatnot. Let's go ahead and we will do Ken to start. And there's no speed select because I did default it to Turbo 1. And Cafe Man, what's going on? So, alright, man. For those of you guys that don't know, I actually released a video over the weekend for Street Fighter 2 on the Genesis and Super Nintendo. Basically doing a side-by-side long play. So for those of you guys that missed that, for those that like that sort of thing, feel free to check it out. But yeah, what's neat about Super Turbo is that, man, I'm struggling with my moves here, is it's got supers. So it was the first Street Fighter 2 game to incorporate super moves. And that super bar and super move structure, was basically carried on to just about every other Street Fighter game after this. So the Alpha series had it, and the next generation, the Street Fighter 3 games, had it as well, which is nice. And so yeah. Now again, unfortunately, this game runs at 480i, which honestly it looks fine on a CRT, but it's not so hot going through an upscaler. I find stuff that's in 480i that's two-dimensional doesn't tend to like de-interlace all that well, at least not through my FrameMeister, and the FrameMeister is notorious for its good, quote-unquote, good de-interlacing, or great de-interlacing, so... I've been kind of lazy with the FrameMeister, even after having it all these years. I still need to go and download some fine-tuned profiles, like the Firebrand X profiles. I still haven't done any of that. I just have my own basic settings, nothing special here, so... But yeah, yeah, so what's really fun about this version of the game is that, you know, for one, it's a great version of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You know, previous to this, you pretty much had to have the 3DO version or one of the versions available in, like, I think the Street Fighter collection on Saturn and PlayStation. And I can't vouch for those versions of Super Turbo. But, this version, as far as I can tell, it's probably, it seems like it's pretty much arcade perfect, aside from the 480i thing. You know, the original arcade game was 240p. But what's extra awesome about it is not that it's just like, you know, pretty much a flawless arcade port, as far as I can tell. It's allows you to mix classic Street Fighter 2 styles with Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo styles. And so I can play the Super Street Fighter 2 World Warrior version of Ken and match him against the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo version. And that includes the, you know, you'll notice how in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, they've changed like all the character costume colors and whatnot. It means you can play, you know, with the classic costume colors against the new costume colors, as well as the old sound effects. So you'll notice that Ken sounds, he has a very light voice in this one, same with Guile. But if you play the original Street Fighter 2 style, you've got the original costume, you got the original beefier sound effects, and you got the exact same moveset and combo strings as you do in those classic games. So it's really interesting. And that's, you know, it's kind of what sold me on this game. Like, I was like, man, that's really awesome. I mean, like, just having an excellent conversion of Super Turbo to begin with is fantastic, but also having those extra features is just super cool. Now, Ken's Dragon Punch has just crazy priority, and you'll notice that it actually builds my meter pretty quickly. So as you do special moves and you make contact with enemies, you'll build your special meter in the bottom left, your super meter. And some moves will build it a lot faster than others. So, you know, with Ken, you can just do Dragon Punches all day long and build that meter really fast. Hey, Zanctum. Now, a lot of times what I do is I just kind of do the super even if the enemy's likely to block, because they don't really seem to punish it in this, so I can kind of get away with it. And look at the hitbox on that thing. It's crazy. Oops, not good. Okay, we're fine. I thought he was going to actually punish that. Arcade sticks are controllers. They control the game. It's a form of a controller. But yes, it is an arcade stick, but arcade sticks are also controllers. It's a type of controller. I might leave soon to watch my Castlevania. Well, you should do that. I have a lot of Castlevania on here. A lot of Castlevania. And one thing I want to do soon is try to start working on those DS games again. And then Harmony of Dissonance for Game Boy Advance. So you notice what I do with Ken is I play sort of a long distance game. And, you know, I try to have my fireballs land right on top of them as they wake up, because they'll pretty much be forced to block it. They're forced to block it, which does a tiny bit of chip damage, so you'll notice that, like, their life still depletes a little bit. And so I'll get a mixture of blocked hits with my specials and you know, hits that actually connect. So I'll do a mixture of like tiny damage and, you know, moderate damage, which is nice. I just take things relatively slow. But you notice that my Hadouken does not raise my super meter nearly as fast as the Dragon Punch. I'll take that. Not a lot of damage there, but that's okay. Nice. Order some blue buttons like that for your Tatsunoko vs. Capcom stick. Nice. I wouldn't mind having a stick like that for the Wii, but what I think I'm going to do is just get a, maybe... I think there's like a RAFnet adapter I can buy that'll do like PS4 or Xbox One to Wii, or 360 to Wii, or something like that. I wouldn't mind messing around with Tatsunoko vs. Capcom though. It seems like it could be a really fun game. See, I'd rather have that connect when they're on the ground, but it's okay. Still doing some damage, which is good. Look at the priority on that thing, man. I didn't even touch him, and it still works. I got lucky there. Oh, very lucky. Man, whew! It's a lot like MVC3. Hey, Guile. Yeah, that's what I heard. Match of the Millennium is great. Sometimes I'm not fast enough with my Dragon Punch. Well, I mean, no, I'm gonna get an adapter that's still gonna have to use the Wiimote port. I mean, pretty much everything does for the Wii over Disco. I don't think I've ever seen a controller that's just 100% wired on the Wii. Like, they all go into the, all classic controllers basically go into the, you know, the Wii controller port slot on the, Wiimote. Which is a bummer. It's okay, I've gotten used to it. Oh my god, seriously? Well, we're gonna be doing this one over, I'm sure. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yes! We got it! Oh, we got it. I don't use Hurricane Kicks with Ken. It leaves me way too wide open. Still, hey Adam, what's going on? Long time no see. Still love you some Street Fighter 4. Oops, did not mean to do that. There's one move I have a tendency of doing with Ken. He's got this like kick where like he raises his leg up and it stops and then he chops down. And I don't know why I'm doing that. I think it's quarter circle forward kick sometimes, depending. No, I think it's something else actually. I still haven't figured it out yet. Quarter circle forward kick does this like roundhouse. Oh no, there it is. Maybe it's half circle forward. Nice, I'll take that. Now you can do these things called crossovers, but I don't recommend doing that against the AI because they have a tendency of just getting out of it and punishing it right away. Again, the AI is just kind of cheap in this game. Although I don't know if that was fixed for this version. Because the AI doesn't... It's not as brutal as I remember. But then again, I have been playing this more again recently. Maybe I've just gotten better. I don't know. Ow, that hurt. Dizzy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! No, look at that, she had no health. Just one more Hadouken would have done it. Oh, man. You've got a 8-bit dude, Bluetooth classic controller and GameCube wireless adapter. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean that's a good point, but not all games use the GameCube port though. That's the problem. So I don't think everything. Well, maybe you can correct me. Maybe I'm wrong. Does anything that supports a classic controller use the GameCube slot, or is it depending on the game? It's dependent on the game. All right, we'll try a different color. Ooh, white. So apparently L1 is white. Hey Jeff, what's going on? Okay, Cammy, you know what? That's just... Alright. Cammy is pissed. Yeah, see, I shouldn't be doing that randomly. It was working against some of the old characters, or previous characters, just to build up my super meter, but it's not working now. Sleeves is probably not going to come in. He hasn't been here in years. I don't even think he follows my channel anymore. So a lot of people I hope come in, but they don't because they probably stopped watching a long time ago for one reason or another. Can you pay for a super chat with PayPal? I don't think that's an option. You'd have to try it, Aberdeen. I don't know what payment options it gives you. But I don't think PayPal's an option. Some of you other guys there that do super chats a lot, maybe you can help them out there. I don't think PayPal's an option. There we go. I'm not sure if 8-bit do adapter works with the Wii or Wii U, but it's okay. Yeah, well, no, I'm talking specifically converting a stick to Wii Uber Disco. I don't care about using Wii on other platforms. And I know adapters exist for that. Hell, I have a RAFnet adapter that lets me use my SNES Classic controllers on the GameCube. Which I only needed for about, you know, approximately a day to use with the Game Boy player. Then I got the Mister. So I just use other controllers on the Mister now. Hey, Streets. The 8-bit do Pro controller, yeah. I've seen that's gotten it's gotten positive reviews. I was very close to buying their arcade stick the other night, but then I ended up buying PC parts instead. And honestly, I really don't need it. I've got to stop myself from buying some of this shit. I really don't need it. Now, there's a really, really great player. He goes by X Mosquito. He's here on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel you should check out. He does super plays of games. And coincidentally, he actually did like a super play of Street Fighter 2. I think it's just the World Warrior. Or maybe it was Turbo. I don't remember. On Super Nintendo. Playing on the highest difficulty and getting perfects on every round. And he showed that there were a lot of ways to exploit the AI. And with Zangief, you can try to throw Hadokens, and he'll jump, and then you can just do a standing punch, boom, just like that. It worked. Although, yeah, man. So you can throw a fireball, and then Zangief will try to jump, and then you just fierce punch him. Just standard standing fierce punch. Yeah, I highly recommend watching that. And Mark, thank you for that super chat, dude. It actually works. Holy shit. Oh man, this is too good. Yeah, he said some of this stuff works in like every version of Street Fighter 2, even Super. Oh man, it's great. Oh, still can't cheese him though. All right. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna end up having to continue a lot on this. It's tough. Unless you know the exploits, I don't. I just kind of play normally. Although after watching X Mosquito's video, I, you know, have a slight advantage against Zangief now, which is nice. Oh, missed it. That was bad. Why did I keep doing the fierce one. I don't mean to do that. It's my fault. I mean, that's an option too, just doing a Dragon Punch as like anti-air. But you've got to have enough time to be able to do it, otherwise it just doesn't work. Yeah, and apparently there's a way to land back on your feet after you get thrown. I don't know how to do that either. I meant to look up some of this stuff, but man, I had some of the worst stomach pain I've had in a long time today. I was basically just like curled up on the couch for half the day, so there's a lot of stuff I wanted to do, and especially related to this stream, that I wasn't able to do. But it is what it is. I am feeling better now, thankfully, but it wrecked me. Ugh. Ah, shoot. There we go. So I'm trying to do the Dragon Punch, but there are a lot of times where like I just don't get the motion right, and I don't know if it's the stick or if it's just like I don't have the timing just right. It could be either or, it could be both.
Japan. Round 1, fight. Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Finding it's harder to get that. Haha, nice. He tried doing a Dragon Punch and failed. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is it's so cool being able to play what feels like, you know, a perfect version of Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I love the 3DO version. It's really nice as well, but it's missing some background scrolling. And you do have more load times. This is just like pretty much instantaneous, you know, which is great. I feel like that shouldn't work, but it does. They just let me throw them. So I'm actually using it as a strategy. Hey, Dasan, we're doing all right. Yeah, Uber Disco, I'm really glad I paid the money to upgrade to my DataPath HDMI card. Alright, so it looks like we're actually near the end already, which is awesome. I didn't continue nearly as much as I thought I would. Of course, saying that, I'll probably just jinx myself and I'll get wrecked by Balrog here. Remember, we are playing the Japanese version, so a lot of these late boss names are actually different now. So, Balrog is M. Bison, Vega is M. Bison, our Vega is Balrog, our M. Bison is Vega. It's super weird. At least Sagat is the same. Yeah, I wanted to do that because I figured I would chip him to death at the very least. I love the use of color on this this level. Nice, I'll take that. Now, there's probably a more advanced combo I can do in situations like that, but again, I don't know them. Yep, still works. It always seems to work for some reason. It is the sun, yeah. It is very cheap in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Yeah, and Aberdink, the soundtrack is great, but it comes from the 3DO version of the game. And actually, it's possible they might have used this soundtrack in some of the other, like, computer conversions, like, there was an FM Towns version, FM Towns computer version. So the soundtrack might come from that, too. That's not gonna work. Oh! Through me. Aw. You're leaving after I complete 2 games. We might be here a while. Hey, Jules. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, your super meter also resets from round to round. Ooh, I got lucky on that. I feel like that should not have worked. Damn. man. Are the Street Fighter EX games good? Not in the same way the classic Street Fighter series is good, no. They can be mildly fun, I think, but they're kind of second rate. I wouldn't really mess with them if you know, if you gotta go out of your way to buy them, I definitely would not mess with them. It's not worth the time. Yeah. I got the first one on PS1. I think it's EX Plus Alpha is what they call it. There's some weird naming conventions with that series. I did play the PS3 version, not PS3, the PS2 version, which I wasn't impressed by back in the day. But I wouldn't mind trying it again. Alright, I'll take that. It's not much damage, but it's better than nothing. Crap, I'm done. I fudged my move, man. I probably wouldn't have been fine. I don't think it would have chipped him to death anyway. Hey, Douglas. Yeah, it's a good stick. I'm glad I picked it up last year. I use it with my PS1 and PS2 games. Oof. Ah. I knew that was going to happen. Did a Hadouken instead of doing my Dragon Punch. Damn it, man. Alright, let's keep trying. Oh, didn't come out. He's doing crossovers on me. Ugh. And I'm dead again. Or not. Super is not coming out. I'm gonna try to crossover. Oh, I got lucky there. Okay. Shit. I did my Hadouken right as he was starting to move, and I didn't see it. I would have been fine if I did a Dragon Punch. The Vein from Spain. What's going on, JD? I mean, if you're gonna stream over Disco, I recommend having a dedicated PC. You know, if you're gonna do it right. If you do it half-assed, it's just like building a computer, right? If you do it half-assed, you're gonna be wishing that you had done it differently months or a year down the road, you know? Like, you know, just do it right to start, and then you don't have to, you know, you don't have to be spending time fixing things up and adjusting your setup and evolving it. And by the way, like my Datapath E1S, it's actually a cheap card on the used market. You know, you can only get them used, but they're under $100 now, and it's like the best analog card you'll get to use. So you'll have no issues that you will with a mainstream card. The problem with it is you do need an upscaler if you plan on playing on a HD set. Or you just need an amplifier box if you want to route it into a CRT. Oh, I missed completely. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, man. Alright, 2 more.
Round 1, fight! Shoryuken! Tiger uppercut! Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Tiger uppercut! Tiger! Tiger! Tiger uppercut! Shoryuken!
Great, my cat's meowing at me now. She said, feed me! Not now, Julie. I told you it would be about an hour before she started meowing, and yeah, it's right on the money. It's been exactly an hour. Why? Come here. Come here. Yeah, once I beat the game, I'll probably just go feed her. Get it over with. Liger! Liger! It's a liger, not a tiger. We have no spare slots. Hey, DJ. What am I doing? Damn it, I thought he was gonna do another tiger. Or another fireball. Let's call it a fireball. Or projectile, that's better. Projectile is a better way to describe it. You have a decent laptop as well? Okay. Yeah, I mean, the problem with the laptops is you're stuck with USB stuff. And it gives you a little less flexibility. But yeah, I mean, you could try the card that Uber's talking about, but definitely get one that does 60 FPS. You don't want one that only does 30. 30 FPS was fine for streaming back in 2015, but now it's like, you know, standards have risen. Damn. I knew that was gonna happen. I wasn't close enough. Yeah, I keep jumping way too early. Yeah, I mean, apparently they read your inputs. So, like, if I jump before he even does the projectile, then he's gonna do the correct move to counter it. So it's like, if I'm gonna jump in, I have to do it, like, right as he does his move, or just after, if I'm gonna actually be able to hit him. Ooh, lucky. Not what I was trying. Yeah, take that. Just oh man. Hey, Spike. Yeah, and Vega here is, I'm not used to his patterns in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. He does, like, a bunch of different moves that I'm only used... Like, I'm not used to seeing because they're not in, like, Champion Edition or the original, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. Julie, come here. Oh man, kitty's meowing at me. Damn it, man. Doing alright, doing alright. Damn it, man.
Round 3, fight.
I'll take that. I mean, the fact that he just jumps all over the place has been kind of a benefit to me. Okay, I will take it. An ice cold full calorie Coke. I feel my blood sugar levels rising already, and I haven't even consumed it. Yeah, one thing I do like about this is there is more to the ending than there is in the original Street Fighter 2. So that was actually kind of a treat when I beat this last weekend by myself. I was like, oh man, there's more to the ending. That's cool. But yeah, it's really cool. So let me go feed my cat because she's just sitting here on the ground meowing at me. Yeah, and I will be right back. Hey, come on, Julie. Come on.
Round one, fight! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom! Round one, fight! Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Tiger Heat! Tiger! Yeah! Shoryuken! Tiger! Round one, fight! Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Shoryuken!
Alright. Alright, Pachuli's eating. Oh man. Oh man. Alrighty. So what I'll do now is I'll go back to the option mode and we'll change the sound from arrange to CPS2, which is I guess it's the original Super Street Fighter 2 soundtrack as opposed to the arranged turbo soundtrack. Alright, and I mean if I really wanted to, I could, I'm not going to just yet. Well, screw it. We'll go ahead and do the, this one.
England! Round one,
So you notice that Guile's, Guile's voiceover now is the classic one, as well as his moveset and all that stuff. The only one I actually own, Mark, is Fireball Home Edition from 1970. I think it's either 74 or 76. I don't remember. I have a few others in here, but they're not mine. It's nothing special. Yeah, and it's got the same sound effects too when attacks collide with your opponents. It's pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, I don't have supers because I'm playing as the, you know, the 2- style, which I'm guessing is Champion Edition. We watched the Street Fighter movie last night. Which one?
Brazil. Round 1. Fight.
Well, the turbo bar is not everything to Sun. You gotta understand that, like, with each iteration of Street Fighter, they tweaked the combo system, they tweaked what links, they tweaked damage outputs. Things like that. So now you have to, you know, if you're playing against a human and you're switching up styles, you know, you've got to think about, you know, how you deal with each character in a unique way. I guarantee you the damage output for a lot of these classic characters or classic styles is much higher too. Yeah, so like the hitboxes are how they're supposed to be in each respective style, so it's a lot of subtlety that I think casual players probably won't care about that much, or like Dasan not understand, but you know, you get people that are really good at these and they know the ins and outs of every version, and it's a treat. It's just so cool. Yeah, basically trying to get him to, you know, jump forward. And I don't remember what combo works with Guile, if it's like jumping fierce, ducking medium, then flash kick. Which is why I really wanted to look up combos and stuff before I started this, but like I said, I was wrecked today, so I wasn't able to. That's okay. I figured I'd still have fun playing it either way, and you guys would enjoy watching it. Hey, Retro Beaver, the Street Fighter movie based around Chun-Li was really good. Interesting. Alright, Frank, you gonna go grab a bite to eat. It's all good, Freddy. I think one issue with this version of the game, though, is that it's really cool that they give you the style, the different styles to pick from, but there's no single-player mode based around that concept. Like, you're always playing against the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo versions of these characters, as far as I can tell. So that was a missed opportunity. That was a major missed opportunity. You should have been able to play a mode where it's like it'll just randomize their play styles, or you know, something like that. Alright, good. Dalcium is back from the dead in Street Fighter 37. The Revenge of Dalcium.
Japan. Round 1. Fight.
I wonder if that'll actually connect. Hey, Mario?
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Julia must still be eating. Either that or she's pooping. She does one or the other. She eats or she poops, or she does both. And then she comes back in and sleeps. That's the life of my cat. I'm not the one to ask, Jules. I have no idea. There she is.
Japan. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, come on, Ryu. Ah, chip damage. And my cat just bolted out of here for some reason. One has balls and the other doesn't. Ow. Yeah, like I don't think that little combo would have connected in Super Turbo. I think they adjusted how the collision works and with that set of characters. Ow. Oh, what did I do that? Man, my brain just completely had a fart. Oh, man. Yeah, again, if you play as the old styles, you get the old costume colors, too. And you also get the old character portraits. Nice.
You win. Round 2, fight.
Look at that. Now Ryu is pissed. Ow. Okay, good. Woof.
You win.
Yeah, Dasan, I think they toned a lot of those moves back in some of the later ones, like Chun-Li's fire kick and E Honda's like rapid arm and Blanca's electric thing. Yeah, so if you've never played a Street Fighter game before, with a lot of the moves in the game, you can use, you know, any punch or any kick, depending on the move. And the weakness that you use determines how fast the projectile goes. Or how fast the move is. Because not everything's a projectile in this game. There are specials, like Balrog or M. Bison in North America. You know, he's got a lot of punching moves. But what I like to do is use the weakness that's best for my distance. So, you know, if I knocked DJ down, he's on the other side of the screen, I'll probably use a fierce sonic boom. That way he wakes up right into it. If I do a slow one, it might not get over there in time, and he'll just be able to jump it or avoid it completely. See, fierce one, boom. He has to wake right up into it. Yeah, and the good old medium ducking kick, baiting them into a jump, into a flash kick.
You win.
Patchouli.
Hi, Julie. Hi, sweetheart. What you doing? Hi.
USA. Round 1, fight.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's something they added apparently. I think it's Super Turbo originally. I don't think they had breakable objects in the background. That's something they added back into this. And you might only get it if you play as the classic characters. Yeah, that didn't actually connect technically. That wasn't a 3-hit combo. Alright, Jules, you're fired. You're fired, Jules.
USA. Round 1. Fight.
Well, we're here already, jeez. Okay. Just fired.
Round 2. Fight.
That was quite the turn of events.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, I'm still not getting that. I don't even know if it's possible. I mean, it probably is. I'm just timing it wrong.
Patchouli. Patchouli.
Patchouli's all restless, I think, because she slept for an hour. She woke up, ate some food, now she wants to run around for a little bit.
Round 1. Fight.
Tried doing a ducking fierce punch. I wasn't sure if that was gonna work, but ow. Those things shouldn't even be allowed. That sort of worked. Ooh. Oh, I thought I could link that into a ducking fierce.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, come on. I got lucky.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, Gunpei Yokoi was the man. And then he freaking got hit by a car. Not cool. Design the Wonder Swan. Damn it, almost. Adam must have sponsorship must have run out today. So I checked the sponsorships today and or channel memberships, and it said you were on there, so it must have renewed today. Thank you for that. If you're out there. I mean, Guile's an American. Of course he's gonna look bored. It's what we do. Oh, I missed. Alright, just one more hit. Oh, come on, dude. Don't forget to catch your streams live. Thanks for all the content. Hell yeah. Thank you, Zach Dubba. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoy the content. Hey, Thorn. Oh, that Thorn. That's funny, man. What's going on, dude? Welcome, welcome. Getting our asses kicked in some Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Again, for those of you guys just joining us, which is apparently a few of you, we're playing the Hyper Street Fighter 2, which is available Japanese PlayStation 2. It's also available in the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection for PS2 and Xbox, which we might fire this up in a little bit. Depends on I don't know. We might not. But I did want to show it off. It is here. So we're actually playing as classic style Guile, or at least Champion Edition Guile, which has different attack properties and whatnot than Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And you can, this version of the game allows you to play classic Street Fighter styles against Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo characters. It's kind of interesting. And it keeps the original character sprites and portraits and sound effects if you play the classic iterations of the characters. Whereas, you know, for those of you guys that are more familiar with Super Turbo, you'll know that they changed a lot of the voice samples and stuff like that, the, you know, character outfits and whatnot. Okay, we're at the near the end of this run. We've got Balrog here, aka Vega in North America, and then Sagat, and then we've got Vega, aka M. Bison, after that. But Balrog here is just kicking my ass, so... Alright, that's good. Yeah, one thing that kind of sucks about him is he doesn't like to give in to my ducky medium kick. Normally they'll just jump forward at me and then I can do a flash kick. But it's not really working all that well. Oh, and I couldn't even throw him. Jeez, man. Hey, Monolith. Yeah, Balrog is the Japanese name. And Schnook. He's just gonna do that all day, isn't he? Oh my god, stop doing that! He keeps crossing over. Oh no! That should have been mine! I was trying to do a flash kick. Oh man. Man, that sucks. Why is he our roadblock? He's been our roadblock in 2 runs now. This is only my 2nd run on this stream, but still, yeah, I mean... Oh, it's frustrating. That was a dumb idea on my part. Hi, lucky. Oh, interesting, Jeff. I didn't know that. Yeah, Third Strike is the 3rd Street Fighter 3. That's why they call it Third Strike. Yeah, so the first game, first and second game, they actually... I think they only got ported to, Did they only get ported to Dreamcast? I don't remember seeing them ported to, like, PS2. So they got a little less exposure, I think, than Third Strike. Third Strike had PS2, Dreamcast, and Xbox versions. And then later an Xbox 360 version. I mean, Third Strike, from what I understand, is generally seen as the best of the Street Fighter 3s. Street Fighter 3 was kind of like an acquired taste for a lot of people. But when it comes to competitive play, it's like Third Strike in particular is like one of the best. Alright. Yeah, I love Third Strike, Jeff. Now that we're talking about it, I kind of want to fire it up on the Anniversary Collection. We might do that. Oh, I love Alpha 3, man. That's my favorite Alpha, actually. I never really played the Alpha games competitively, so I never got too deep into them from that angle, like to really be like, oh, it's my least favorite because it's this character's broken or something like that. You know, I just love playing it single player. I love the aesthetic and the music and the flexibility in the different style systems, and just like the amount of characters in the console version is just crazy. Oh, I got lucky there. You really suck at a Street Fighter? I can make you really good at a Street Fighter, man. Easy. Street Fighter is so much easier than the King of Fighters games. Damn. Waiting for him to do a projectile. Lucky. Hey, there she is. And hey, Jeff, thanks, man. Thanks for the stream setup video. It helps you understand things a bit better. Oh, cool, man. Well, I'm glad you checked that out. Those are kind of old videos, but everything in there is still totally 100% relevant. OBS has gotten a little bit nicer since then. There's been some nice quality of life improvements. And I think the software overall is... it's become more stable, which is good. So, but yeah, everything you saw in there in that that video is still pertinent today. Oh, I was trying to do that. I didn't think it was going to work. It actually worked. Hey, Mark.
Round 3, fight.
We have no idea what he's saying because it's in Japanese. Yeah, we are playing the Japanese version. Typing in your initials doesn't seem to do anything because I don't think there's actually a save file made for this game. Which is kind of weird.
All right.
All right. All right, so we'll do it again. And this time I will put it on CPS 1. We're at an hour and 45 minutes. So for this, I will do... I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Super X just because I want to be able to use his super here. Classic music is crazy. I love it. I'm gonna play him a lot like I play Ken, but Ryu has a lot of powerful attacks. I wonder if this works. Nope. Okay, not what I was trying to do, but alright. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Hahaha. It's so weird hearing Fei Long's music like it's on a CPS soundboard, CPS 1 soundboard. Alright, see ya, Nikki. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. CPS 2 was the original for Super Street Fighter 2, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like Fei Long in Super Street Fighter as well. And I actually play as Yang in Street Fighter 3, which is a lot like Fei Long. He was my main character outside of Ken. Oh, later, Spike Paws. Take care. Yeah, Guile's super is pretty tough. And I find it's easiest on an arcade stick, and I find it almost like next to impossible on a controller or a gamepad. Well, at least the 3DO gamepad, 'cause that's where I'm used to trying to do it, because that's where I've played Super Turbo. Man, it's so nice.
Mexico. Round 1, fight.
Oh, shit, I was looking at the cat, not the screen. Have I tried them? Oh yeah, no, I have. Yeah. No, the 3DO stick definitely helps so much with that game. Chip, 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 chip. See, one reason I will use Ryu's Hurricane Kick is that unlike Ken, it knocks enemies down, so... Like, even with Ken, if you hit with it, it still doesn't knock them down. So you're still kind of left wide open. But yeah, in X Mosquito's video I was talking about earlier, he does a light ducking kick into a hurricane kick, and it seems to connect every time. I don't know if that applies in Super Turbo. Super Turbo is what people call Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo for short, so... I'm not saying Super Nintendo's Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I'm meaning Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Ah, dead. Hey, Tommy. Oh, I was trying to do it, it didn't work. I don't know if it actually is supposed to work. Oh, almost chipped him to death. Okay. Oops, not mean to do that. Oh, if I did the weak one, it would have actually hit him. Hit him more than once, I mean. Thanks, E. Donda. What's up, Ronnie? Oh, man. 10 more days, guys, and Ronnie will be up here, probably streaming with us. Not a lot, just chilling. Nice. Oops, not what I meant to do. Nice. Well, you don't need to spread terror. That's handled right here.
Brazil.
She handles that job just perfectly. You notice that Ryu has a actual fireball and well, an actual orange fireball. You do that by doing half circle forward and punch. Oops. And then you do the blue one by just doing his regular quarter circle forward. Well then. Yeah, well I mean I think they butchered a lot of the Super Turbo samples. I'm not really sure why they went in that direction. I mean like Ken and Guile and plenty of other characters. Damn. Spreading terror to the members of Chad who are annoying. I didn't read that part. That's good. Alright, let me actually mix this up. I'll go do his regular super style. So no more super. Super move, I mean. Okay. Yeah, Blanca kicks my ass, by the way. Alrighty then. Damn, dude. Yeah, Blanca can just wreck me. Getting wrecked. Yeah, why not, Nightmare? Why not? Any day is a good day for some Street Fighter. Yeah, I never cared for Samurai Shodown that much. I mean, I don't know. Let me take that back. I do like it, but the collision detection in that game just doesn't make any sense to me at all. I don't feel like there's any consistency, and I just can't... I can never have, like, full control over a match. Ever. Even in single player. I don't know. Shit, I knew it was gonna happen. I think some games play okay, if I remember correctly. I do remember there being some input lag in it. But it's probably fine for most people. Yeah, I remember Eternal Champions quite well, actually. There we go. Yeah, I'd probably appreciate the SNK fighters more if I actually had people to play them with. Holy fuck, man. Back to turtling. I think it's one of my problems. I'm not using Ryu's Fierce Fireball or Hadoken. Oh, come on. And it seems to work better against him than, you know, Ken's. Yeah, Super Turbo is notorious for its AI.
England.
Yeah, Nightmare, that is one thing I love about the Street Fighter games and why, or at least Street Fighter 2 in particular. Just the AI to me is fun to fight. Unlike, say, Mortal Kombat 2 or some of the SNK fighters I've played. But then again, I mean, I have played a lot more Street Fighter than the SNK fighters, so... You know, maybe those would be more fun to me too if I got a lot better at them. yeah, the Street Fighter 2 series in particular, it's and the Alpha series actually, they're very similar. I tend to just fire them up and just play for fun, you know, and I'll go until I beat the game, even if I have to continue a couple times. And you know, I try to play safe, I try to play smart, and I don't feel like it's unfair, you know? Like, I feel like... I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Nice, I'll take it. Hey, Boston Burf. Yeah, I'd like to get another copy of Ultra Street Fighter on Switch. That'd be fun. It seems like Capcom stopped manufacturing that one though, so it's gone back up in price. I think it costs at least $40 for a used one. Hey, Leo. Oops, pressed the wrong button. My bad. So those of you guys that don't know, Ken and Guile are my main characters. Everyone else is secondary. I know moves for a lot of the characters in the game, but I don't know good strategies and strings. So like Ryu here, I'm playing a lot like I played Ken. Damn. Goes from as much as $60 used now. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah, I can't justify that because it's basically just an updated version of the one that came out on 360. With I think the big difference being you can get rid of the updated graphics style, go back to a pixelated look. DJ, I'm Ryu. I'm gonna win this projectile game. It's what I do. Well, that's bad. Hey, Trevor. Either kick some ass or get our asses kicked. Either way, there's gonna be some ass kicking. Oops. PC Engine Mini, nice. Very nice. Right near the beach, boy. What part of Jamaica are you from, man? Right near the beach, boy. Oh, I love it. It's one of the most quotable movies for me growing up. If I wasn't Jamaican, why would I be wearing this hat? Oh my god. I forgot about that line. Oh. Ah. FYI, anyone out there that's backseat driving, I'm intentionally ignoring you and not taking your tips, because I don't like backseat driving. I appreciate it, but I don't appreciate it at the same time. Your first mistake was giving me tips unsolicited. I'm not listening to them, even though they're probably correct. Knuckles was supposed to be Jamaican. haven't seen that move in a long time. Oh man. Well, I am, but I like to figure things out on my own. You know what I mean? It's one of the pleasures of gaming, not being told what to do. And I'm one of those people where if I truly get stuck and I really, really need help, I'll go look it up, or I'll ask. And until I ask, I don't like to be given help. Because it ruins the enjoyment of just gaming for me. I just want to do it my way. Figure it out, get better on my own. If this was a let's teach Austin how to play stream, then I would have labeled the stream as such. But I mean, it's Super Turbo. I mean, the point is to struggle too. I mean, most people struggle with this, so. But I know that, especially after watching some videos recently, that pretty much everyone can be exploited. The AI can be exploited, but I'm just gonna play it normally as is. Like I said, I talked about X Mosquito's video earlier today. He posted it a couple days ago, where he got on the hardest difficulty of Street Fighter II: The World Warrior. Didn't take a single hit of damage, and you know, obviously beat the game as a 1 credit clear. And it was basically just taking advantage of the AI exploits, and it was really interesting to see because I didn't know you could exploit Street Fighter II that way. And apparently a lot of that stuff carries over into Super Turbo as well. Oh, lucky. Three lefts make a right. This is true. Thanks, Bossenberg. All right. All right, let's see if Balrog here gives us just as much trouble as the last two times. Damn it. Alright, so I guess it's gonna be 3 for 3. Alright, just kill me. Just get it over with. Look at that character portrait. Oh man. Yeah, so you can't pick the Super Turbo or the Super Street Fighter 2 characters in this mode. Oh, is it Jules? I didn't know that. Should have done a Dragon Punch there. I deserve that. I might as well just be mashing buttons at this point. Oh, by the way, I think select and start together does a soft reset, so don't do what I just did and just like wipe your hands all the way across all the buttons, because you might accidentally soft reset. I think I did that last week. Alright. I just need to focus. I'm just, so tired. I'm not caffeinated. Oh, it's easy to just kind of like zone out or not pay attention to what I'm doing. Sagata's like a giant compared to him. Come on. Oh, I'll take that. I was trying to just do a fierce punch into Dragon Punch. Yeah, Super Robot, you're gonna enjoy it. It's a great little mini console.
Thailand. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, jeez. Wow, lucky. Oh shit, sorry to hear that, Ed. Is it type 1 or type 2 diabetes? Ryu was too cool to show up. It's type 2? Okay. Well, that's, I mean, that's good. That means your organs still work. You've just, I'm gonna assume let go of your diet to the point where your blood sugar levels have just skyrocketed and you're hitting insulin resistance. Your body can't produce enough insulin to keep up with the blood sugar levels rising. Yeah, man, so it's gonna entail you changing your diet completely if you want to get control of it. I was diagnosed 3 years ago, and I'm still struggling with it big time. You really have to make good eating habit choices. Exercising obviously helps a lot too, but eating right first and foremost. And it's been extremely difficult for me. So best of luck with that. If you need people to talk with about it, we've got a few people here that fall in that category. So yeah. Yep, you're on insulin right now. Yep. I'm on insulin again after a blood test back in December. But I haven't been very good about taking it, so like I'll take it once every other day, or if I eat a meal that I know is very high in carbs or sugar, I'll take some insulin. That's not a good way to do it. You need to take it how your doctor says you should take it. So if it's like twice a day, or I think when I was first diagnosed, it was like, I think after every meal, either before or after every meal. So it was like 3 times a day when I was first taking it. But now it's supposed to be twice a day, but I've been doing it like once a day, if not once every other day. It just depends on the day. Like I actually meant to take some today, trying to get back on doing it twice a day to get my levels down. But yeah, I'm not very good with it. Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do is we'll try to mess around with this one more time, then maybe I'll hook up the US PS2, play the Anniversary Collection. Yeah, so when you pick the classic Street Fighter 2 style, you can only pick the original 8 characters. So like Chun-Li, E Honda, Blanca, etc., etc. Let's try E Honda. Yeah, I'm trying to get on keto, Crestline, but I'm so fucking lazy about actually researching like a good diet like that. This is gonna be fun. After every meal and one shot at bedtime. Okay. Just out of curiosity, Ed, did they tell you what your A1C was? They should have. When I was first diagnosed, it was like 9 point something. And then when I went back in I got it down to around 6. But when I went back in December, a couple years later, it was back up to like, I think it was like 13. It was pretty ridiculously high.
USA.
Yeah, and your A1C differs. It's not a straight reflection of what your active blood sugar levels are. Like if you prick your finger right now and get your blood sugar levels, it's gonna be a certain number, and you can stay around that number with your A1C still being high. Like I was testing myself, and it was, you know, anywhere from 250 to 350, which is not good. But I was like, oh well, if it's hovering around there, and my A1C can't be that high because, you know, when I first got diagnosed, my blood sugar levels were like, you know, I was like almost 500 when I would test. But the A1C was like 9. But it was the exact opposite when I went in back in December. The A1C was 13, but my daily blood sugar levels were hovering around 250 to 350. You're supposed to be between 80 and 120. So 250 is just really bad to begin with. But I was like, you know, it's in 250. You know, it's around 250. It's not 500 like it was years ago. So I'm in the right direction. But no, my A1C was still screwed. Yeah, you just don't want to drink soda at all, Crestline.
USSR.
You even have the same doctor setting up a game plan. Nice. You can't find that sharp. You're over 500. Yeah, so that was your, you know, when you test yourself, the 500 is the reading that you'll get when you just check your blood right now. Yeah, the A1C is a different reflection. Yeah, that's one of the problems with doctors, is that a lot of them would just prescribe, and that's exactly what my first doctor did. And my second doctor isn't a lot better, but she did at least set me up with a nutritionist, which the first doctor should have done as well. And so yeah, the nutritionist definitely helped, because I don't just have diabetes, but like I've got fatty liver disease, which it usually happens when your cholesterol and stuff like that skyrockets. And so I've got multiple things to deal with on the you know, on the health front, and it's frustrating to deal with, especially by yourself, you know. If you have a friend that's gone through it, or you've got, you know, friends or family that are supportive at least, then It's a lot easier. See, I don't actually know Chun-Li. Yeah, I mean, your blood sugar level is not going to go down overnight, Ed, but if you're constantly consuming water and you're chopping out the carbs, and you're taking your insulin, it actually will drop really fast. You'll be surprised at how quickly you can reverse it. But you have to stay disciplined and keep it reversed, otherwise it will come back. Because, you know, I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know if it's your insulin production or if it's whatever. Maybe some aspect of one of your organs is like permanently compromised, but it will come back if you're not careful. So you have to be really good about your diet and basically just leading a healthier lifestyle, you know, if you want to stay off the insulin. And it's not just about staying off the insulin, too. You got to remember that when you have elevated blood sugar levels, really bad things will eventually happen. Like your legs and feet will start to become numb. It gets to a point where like there's no blood circulation. They'll have to amputate, and that's not a joke. It's very serious. And so like type 2 diabetes, the great thing about it is that it is reversible for the most part, unlike type 1 diabetes where you're stuck with it. But type 2 diabetes can still be very dangerous though at the same time. You know, obviously you don't want any limb amputated because of something that you had full control over. But it can also lead to things like heart attack and stroke and stuff like that. So yeah, you definitely want to take it very seriously, but thankfully, it is reversible as long as you put in the effort, you know? So. Yeah, Mark, that was actually starting to happen to me last year when I really let my diet go. I still feel a little bit of numbness and tingling here and there, but I've gotten better about it, and so it doesn't hurt nearly as much. Exercising on the bike in particular has helped that a lot. Eating more vegetables. But I still eat a lot of junk food, so I'm not 100% there yet. But I can say that by eating a little bit better and exercising, it has helped that aspect. I don't feel like I'm going to have to get my feet cut off anytime soon, which is good. It's very much a discipline thing, too. You really got to keep on top of it. And, you know, if you don't have the support, I think it's easier said than done. But it's got to be done if you don't want to have the negative repercussions. So it's 7:22 right now. I think what we'll do is we'll do like a quick round of Third Strike, and then I'm going to get out of here because Speaking of bike rides, I think I'm going to go for a bike ride. But I'd like to go no later than like 8 o'clock. That way I can hit Subway on the way back, get some dinner. Apparently this game has memory card support. Yeah, this is Third Strike. This is a great game. Now, the crop might not be correct here, so we might have to adjust that. Okay, looks good. Nice, you can turn the filter off, hell yeah. Alright. Let me go to training mode real quick, just to get used to things. Alright. Man, it's been so long since I played this. Oh, dude, I don't know. That's right. Yeah, it really is, Jeff. Totally agree. Alright, so I think it's those two. Oh no, that's how you do that. Okay, cool. The Capcom Classics Collection Volume 2 has that running. And, yeah. So yeah, you can just do, this into that. Okay, or not. Man, the timing of this is way harder than I remember. Alright, I think I can live with that. Yeah, we actually had an arcade in the early 2000s, and I would play there to play Tekken and stuff like that. But they, for some reason, I don't know why, they got a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike cab, and then they got a Capcom vs. SNK cab. So I eventually started playing those on location. Oh yeah, and you can also parry in this game by pressing forward. And I think you can do like down forward or just down for low attacks. I don't remember how that works. For such a long time. So if you do 2 buttons with your specials, you'll actually eat up a little bit of your special bar. So when you see me go yellow and it makes that special sound, that's when I'm doing that. Like that. Apparently Yang here, my character, is like one of, if not the lowest tier character in the game. So if you're going to play competitively, it's not really wise, but I always liked his playstyle. Also, whenever I would play games like these, I had a tendency of veering towards characters that were more unique, that people seem to play less. So like in Tekken, it was Yoshimitsu. In Street Fighter 3, it was Yang. I think you could air recover too. So if I was playing against a human, I wouldn't want to just be doing all 3 of my little sonic swipes, or whatever I want to call them, because it gets predictable. And then what a human opponent can do is they can tap forward and they'll parry it and be able to, you know, knock me out of it. So that's the awesome thing about Third Strike, is there's a huge mind game to it. It's not like, well, I mean, Street Fighter 2 Classic can have a mind game as well, but it's not nearly as complex. And, you know, for tournament players, they appreciate Third Strike so much because of that whole mind game factor. But you need to know your simple links, like doing a ducky medium kick with Yang here. You know, you're pretty much guaranteed to link it into your quarter circle forward attack. Oh, I forgot about that move. Oh, I got lucky. Who the hell plays time killers? I can't seem to like link this correctly. I think I'm just doing my motions too fast. Yeah, see, just parried. The AI will start parrying more as you go through the game. Capcom's attempt at making a KOF character. I think there was a crossover with Yang, but I think it was that air kick. Lucky. I thought Remy was like Guile's son or something like that. Thought he was actually like related to Guile. Oh, that's right. There were bonus stages. Man, I miss those. I don't know if I have to jump over. Leo, I'll probably be gone by the time you get back, but I want to go live on Twitch later tonight. To try to play some more Killing Time on PC, so I'm gonna go for a bike ride, get some food, and then hopefully go live with that. Man, I can't do my moves at all. Hey, Ego? And I'm dead.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter. One box can leave you messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top.
Yeah, so this is more like a power attack.
To the cave, made one of his soldiers.
Are you ready?
Damn.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, there's another move I totally forgot about. There we go. Oh, and that one. Totally forgot about that too.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Yeah, I'm ready for that.
One box can leave you messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win.
Makoto.
Prepare to strike. Now.
It's almost like the Vism style from Street Fighter Alpha 3. Damn it, man. Yeah, I knew a bunch of people that played as her.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Getting my ass kicked. I might just switch over to Ken. Unlike Yang, Ken is a top tier character. And look, they're right next to each other. You get the best and the worst.
Messed up and fractured. Block these uppercuts, they may leave you captured. May the best fighter win and win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends, then it starts.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? It might be. I don't know. 12. Yep, that's the one I wanted. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's what's interesting about having 3 different iterations of something similar like this is like, you know, there are balance adjustments. So in one game, one character might be top tier, then in the next he might be bottom tier. It's kind of crazy. That's why Hyper Street Fighter 2 setup is pretty cool, because, you know, one of your favorite characters might have been nerfed in Super Turbo. Or maybe they just operate a little bit differently, right? But you can go back to playing them classic style. It's really neat. I'd love to see them do something like that again. It's a really fun concept.
You win.
Oh, man. Sean! Speaking of Sean...
Are you ready? Go.
Oh, I remember that. Okay. So medium and the fierce, and then you can do a special. His ducking medium punch has crazy priority.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Keep forgetting I can dash back and forth too. I messed it up. Makoto again. No thanks. I'm good.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I don't think mashing the buttons does anything. Oh, come on.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Damn. I deserve that. But yeah, with Ken, you can just do a ducking medium kick into his super. It's really convenient. Pretty easy to do because you can, you know, how a lot of people do specials in Street Fighter is they do the motion, then press the button. But you can actually hold the button, then do the motion and let go. And, so you can actually do that with your supers as well. So you do down, ducking, medium kick, hold the kick, and then do the motion. And the kick will just link immediately into your super as long as you do the motion right. Shit, man, that 3-hit combo is brutal. Ow.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I forgot standing fierce kick is actually pretty good in this too. Damn it, I'm dead. Oh, not dead. Nope, now I'm dead. Alright, I'll give it one more try. I kind of want to, I don't know. I'm tired. I've had a day. And a week, actually. Just a heads up, I told my boss at my second job that I want to go back to just working 2 days. So I should theoretically have Saturdays off again. So when I want to try to do some longer games, I want to try to stream on Saturdays and do some longer streams. Like, I'm working on Killing Time right now, both for 3DO and PC. And that's going to be like a half-a-day playthrough. So yeah, so watch out for stuff like that on Saturdays. Pretty sure you can air recover as well, and I'm just not doing it. They probably won't go late Saturday night, but I'll try to do them like, you know, early afternoon and whatnot. That way I don't go till 2 a.m. I thought there was a crossover with Kim. Maybe I'm just thinking of older Street Fighter. Hey, Steven? Yeah, Uber streams super late at night. Shit. Okay, got lucky. I got lucky there. Might not have gotten that if I didn't do the special version of it. Yeah, Crestline, I mean, you're on Twitch. Uber, post your Twitch channel in there so Crestline can follow you. Wait, what am I supposed to do? I didn't even look at this. Oh, parry the ball. Like, am I supposed to hit it? Oh. It's good that they made a bonus game out of parrying. Oh, man.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
Alrighty then.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
One box to leave you messed up and fractured. The ways of the cuts they may need you captured. Make the best fight win, or win again. Battle to the top until his life ends. But if his life ends, then it starts again.
Yeah, Street Fighter 3 has some weird characters.
Enter the heat of battle. Go for it.
He's sort of like the Blanca of the game, it looks like. Oh wait, Blanca's in this, isn't he? Never mind. I don't remember. Alright, you know what? I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting my ass kicked and I'm not really feeling it right now. Actually, you know, fuck it. I'll just keep going. At least get a game over. Don't just quit. I am not feeling it though, because I haven't played this game in so long and I'm sucking at it right now. Unlike Street Fighter 2, this is a game I never really played much against the AI, because I always had real humans to play with. So I didn't play the single player very much. Alright, there's my legitimate game over. Hey, Patchouli. Patchouli! Yeah, man, you've got that stick now. You don't need to use a CX40. I mean, I still like using CX40s for the nostalgia, but when it comes to like responsiveness and how hard they are in the hands, an arcade stick is so much better. All right, later, Jeff. Take care, dude. See, this is interesting. This one actually saves your... Does it save scores? I don't know. But the Japanese version does not. Yeah, see, that's interesting. So that's funny. Like, the North American version is even better than the Japanese one. That's insane to me. Defaults to medium. Guile. Alright, can we do the super? There we go. Yeah, so much easier on a stick. I mean, it's still not easy, but it's easier. She jumped! She jumped! Nice. It's a big damage super if you can get it just right. Oh man. Alrighty guys, that's gonna do it for me. Sorry to cut things short tonight, but yeah, we still went 3 hours. 3 hours playing basically the same game the whole time isn't, you know, in terms of fighting games, actually isn't all that bad. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Patchouli and I are gonna bid you farewell. Hey, Mike. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Yeah, Leo, like I said, later tonight when I get back, I'm gonna try to stream on Twitch. I want to play some more Killing Time on PC. So yeah, watch out for that. Hopefully no more than like an hour from now. Hour to an hour and a half from now. And, oh man. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Phew. Hey, Patchouli. What you doing, Patchouli? What you doing? Good girl. But yeah, guys, I'm heading out. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys later. Nothing planned for this weekend as of yet, but there's the possibility I might stream sometime on Saturday. Haven't figured that part out yet, but we'll see. And yeah, I'll try to have this archive up either tomorrow or probably later tonight because it's a short stream. It should be processed pretty quickly. And yeah, for those of you guys that missed it, I did post a Street Fighter 2 dual long play, aka dual play. So feel free to check that out, or even if you don't, click on it and give it a thumbs up or something. But yeah, I posted that on Saturday, so that's ready to go. And it's comparing the Super Nintendo and Genesis versions of not Super Street Fighter, but Street Fighter 2 Turbo / Champion Edition. And yeah, that's there. And yeah, I'll have to start editing my next Let's Play this upcoming week, just to get a head start on that. It'll probably be a couple weeks before I'm done with that. It's not a complex Let's Play, but you know, it's still going to take a little while to edit. So, unfortunately, my live dashboard seems to be broken when it comes to telling me who's actually donated and whatnot. So if you give me a second here, I'll give shout-outs to the people that get shout-outs. So Mark Havener, Jeff Metal 42, and Zach Dubba, who all did super chats today. Thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks to all these other fine folks that are on these slides I've been flipping back and forth between. Yeah, I will catch you guys later. I guess until the next one, take it easy.